Hey, welcome to Faulkner Fixes All. As promised, we got some fenders for this red Schwinn 1970 racer. And yeah, it's been a little while, but I finally got these out of the attic, and they came with this bike and they're in very bad shape. But we're going to go through them and we're going to make them better. Not new, not Pebble Beach style reconditioned, but just better. So, here's what we got. Some dents along here. Dent there. Somebody sprayed it with primer for some unknown reason. It's always funny what you see on these old bikes. And then in the back here, they caved in the fender and then decided to take a pair of channel locks and bend the whole fender back out. So that's a problem. And of course the reflector was missing the actual reflector part. It's a little bit bent there. And then the whole let's spray it with gray primer thing. Don't quite get that. And of course these stays are loose. This one's pretty good. This one, the rivet's pretty bad and it's dented. Okay, that's the back fender. And the front fender, about the same, but worse. This stay is bent and rusty, and this rivet is compromised because someone kicked this in so many times, or they dropped the bike, or, you know, just being silly. And that's an easy fix. That's just bend that back. There's a dent there, dent here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is drill these rivets out and take these stays out. And then we're going to go to my straightening area where I have a bunch of wooden jigs that I made just for straightening fenders. But first we're going to drill these out. Let's go over here. Try to keep this short and sweet. There's what's left of the reflector that used to be here, and I guess they backed it into a few things and then decided to take a pair of pliers and bend it out real smooth. And then the primer stuff, that's good too. Okay, so first let's drill this one out. Okay, and we will straighten that and reuse that. We have to, because I don't have any. These back ones aren't too bad. So, see if we can get this out. I have to mess with it a little bit. It's trying to. There we go. Okay, so now we have the stay out, and we can go over to my straightening area and straighten it. But let's drill the back one while we're over here too. These front ones are a little longer, and they have a bigger hole here. So there's no way to mess them, there's no way to confuse them. See, the back ones have a smaller hole for the frame, and the front ones have this bigger hole. And they're a little longer. So that's good. Can't mess that up. There's one. This one's not too bad. But there's a dent right here, so we'll have to take it out. I was going to leave this middle stay in, but there's a dent right here. And it's pounded down around the rivet too from someone maybe sitting on it, or not quite sure. I forget how that happens. Maybe people being stupid. Stupid happens. Okay. Okay, we got the rear one. So we're going to bring the front one over here. Now when you're straightening fenders, I'm sure there's other methods, but I have a bunch of these wooden blocks I made. Like this one is for a cruiser fender, and you put the fender in there without the stays, and then you pound it down with this piece of wood and massage it around. Pretty crude, but wood on wood, especially when you're dealing with chrome fenders, is important. So I got this little smaller one in here, and see the small one there, and I think I used this one with the small one, but we might have to change to this one for more, so we can move it around and try to get those dents out. But we're going to try this smaller one first and see what we can do here. Let's bring it down a little. Still looking for that camera assistant. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to tackle this big one in the front here. It's got some paint loss, and there's a stripe right there, and it would be great not to mess with that stripe, but we'll see. It's a little better, not much. So we're going to switch to, I think we're going to switch to this other one in a minute, but let's try one more here. That's too small. Okay, we're going to use this smaller one now. Get in there. And it's not bad. It's better. It's better, that's all I can say. I think what we're going to do is hit it one more time and move on. Because sometimes you just keep pounding on this stuff and you're going to lose this line of paint. And it's going to be a problem. Okay, at this point we're just going to move on. That's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of gone. Alright, so there's one here where somebody, I don't know what they did. They bent that part. I think they crashed the bike probably. I'm not quite sure. We're going to leave this alone for now. But we're going to get this, let's see. We're going to get that dent out. And it's being a little difficult because that bracket's in the way. And we might have to deal with that bracket, but I think I can get some of it here. That's not bad. Okay. We might have to go back to that, but it's not too bad right now. It's barely noticeable. It's right there. Okay, so next we have this mangled part, which isn't really like a C anymore. It's been smashed so many times. So for that, I think we're going to change to the other die. I say die, but it's just a piece of wood that It's just a piece of wood I've rounded out. It's not really a die. A die is something made of steel. I guess you could call it a die. Okay, so this one we're just going to put on there and really give it a whack right there and maybe see that, make that more of a C, and then we'll kind of crunch it down. Hopefully this little bend will be gone. Oh, we need the bigger one. I think we need that one to start. Now, you don't want to put metal on these. I mean, I did a little bit on the edge, but that was just to straighten that edge a little bit. See how that goes right in that little C notch. And I'll just work that around a little bit. It's already better. I didn't say restoration, I just said better. And it's going to be better. And we'll work this around. Work that a little bit. Work this. Okay, look, it's already kind of looking better. A little paint loss there, but I didn't do that. Alright, so maybe on that edge we'll pop it a little bit. You know, it's better. There's a little dent there. I'll try to get that out with the smaller pounder. And then we got to get this. There's a little ripple edge here. And we'll try to get that. Let's try to get that right now. With the smaller one maybe. Let's see here. Yeah, we got to do it a different way, but let's try to get that little dent out I was talking about. It's right there. Where is it? There it is. Not bad. A little dent here. We got that one out. We got to get this one out. I'm going to use this smaller die to get this little dent out. Okay, not bad. Alright, so this here, there it is. We have to get that out a different way. And for that, it's kind of a no-no. We're going to use the ball peen right on there. And see, some paint came right off too. Okay, we got a little bit out. That's about all we can get on that. Alright, so did we make this fender better? Yes, I think we did pretty well. Now we got to straighten this. Well, actually we're going to go to the rear fender because this is ready to be straightened and riveted on. So let's get the rear fender. we don't need that like that anymore. I think we're going to start with this one. Okay, so the worst of this rear fender is this part here. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to fix this area first. That's really bad. Can you guys still see? Yeah, you can see. Okay, so we've got that bad part in there. Helps if you can get the rivets out that you drilled. Okay, so already with just a couple whacks, that's a little bit better. But we really got to massage this heavier. Alright, well, it's better. Not perfect. Sometimes you can kind of crunch it in a little bit with your hand and make it more of a C shape. Looks like if we really take the smaller whacker and try to get this crunch out a little bit here, you can see there's a little bit of where the reflector housing got crunched. I think somebody crashed the bike or something like that. It happens. Okay. See if we can get one of those ripples out with the smaller whacker. It's nice to have a helper, but sometimes you can do it by yourself. It'd be nice if someone held this fender for me. Ooh, that rings. Right in the old ear hole. Okay, we got some of that out. It's not perfect. Next, let's see. Next is these two. These are going to be easy. Not bad. A little bit there. That one came out really good. You can barely even see where it was. You're not going to get this with one shot. You're going to have to go back and kind of work around it. You never get it with one shot. Now we got that one to deal with. So here we go. And you can see where there's no paint right there. That's where the dent is. Probably from the tire rubbing it, who knows. We'll give it another shot here. I don't think we're going to get much more out of it. Yeah, not bad. It's noticeable, but it's not like it was before. Okay, so there's one here. A little crease dent, probably from a rack on the bike or somebody trying to ride on the fender. Not sure. And you can also see where that one is, the little ding. Something may have fallen on the bike. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Not bad. Can't even tell where it is. Okay, so there's one here, and this rivet is also smashed down. We gotta get that out of there somehow. Let's see if we can just get this rivet out real quick. Go. Alright, so there's one here. We're going to get that out, hopefully. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. So, we've got a rider fender. We're going to try to get this, compound that stuff out. And then we're going to use these rivets. These are called rapid rivets. You can't get them anymore. They're from the 40s. It's a rivet that you pound together. No, they're not Schwinn rivets. Who cares, right? Anyway, you put them in there and you pound them. And sometimes you got to drill out the fender a little bit, but these fit. Yeah, they're nice to have. I don't know where I got them, but you can also machine a little tiny screw. You can machine the head off of it and use that too. Okay, so the next video, this will be straight, and I will compound this stuff off, and then we'll use the rapid rivets, and the other stays will be straight too. Next video, we'll put those stays on, and we'll put them on the bike. As always, thanks for viewing, thanks for tuning in. Faulkner Fixes All. It's the only channel that matters. If you have Schwinn issues and Schwinn fenders, this is how you can deal with them in a manner that doesn't cost a lot of money. Okay, see you later.